Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am _GGP. If you are new, make sure you stay by subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell so that you won't miss any future videos. If you are a continuing supporter, of course, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. In this video, I will be sharing with you how I highlight and contour. I was going for a soft glam look. I wasn't sure if I wanted to post this one because my face has been doing a little funny stuff and it kind of messes with the contour look on the sides. Like it's a little bit blemishy. But I was like, you know what? I'm sure I'm not the only one that goes through this, and that ain't gonna stop my progress. So I had to put on a little bit of liner because my lips were looking a little scarce. But anywho, so I hope you enjoy this video and keep on watching. All right, so first, I'm gonna start off with my hair looking real loco, okay? You wanna do your baby hairs? I didn't really do too much. As you can tell, it's a different day, but I wanna show y'all how I did it anyways. Baby hairs, before or after. I do mine before. Hair tie, and scarf. So I have two different ones here. The one I used for this video was this one. And it's the preferred scarf to use versus a square one like this, but you can still do it with this one. However, it's a little bit more difficult with that, but we'll get into that, okay? So hair tie. Tie your hair up. If your hair is not as puffy as mine, you can do like a bun or something of the sort, just to get your hair up there like that, right? And then you want to grab your scarf of your choice. Like I said, preferably. Grab it and you lay it like this. This part at the knee, right? And then you bring it forward. Grab both ends, make sure they're even. You bring it forward, and you see how this can like easily stick up like that. You want to make sure it's in here. It's folded in there. You see that? Right? Then you're gonna grab these two and kind of fold each one in like that. You want to cross, make sure this is in here, not sticking out. Cross and bring it back. You can twist it if you like to give it a more neat look. So I'm bringing them back here, right? And I'm bringing them across and forward, right? And then I'm literally just gonna tie once, and that's it. Now, if it's sticking out like that, the one I did for the video just so happened to lay perfectly, but I don't like this here, so I'm going to tuck it in. Here. And voila, there you have it. All right? You want to make sure your ears are inside. I mean, you can put it like this, but it will start to pull back, and that's annoying. So I rather have mine like this. Okay. Now, let's go for the other scarf, just in case that's the only option you have. So we're back to here. Now we have this scarf. So what you want to do is fold it like that, and you leave it like this. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to tuck this area, and you're gonna have a lot of fabric overlapping. It's gonna make it a little bit harder for you to make it look neat. Turn it around, facing you, because you don't want the flaps on the outside. You want them on the inside. And by flaps, I mean these. Bring it in here, tuck it away. Right. And then you do the same thing you did with the other one. The same thing I did with the other one. Bring it back. Depending on your scarf and how much hair you have, you may need to tie it differently. You may not be able to bring it all the way forward, but in this case I am. But you see how little fabric I have to fold there? That will happen. And this right here would have to be folded so that you won't see my hair. And tie it how many times you're able to. I'm tying it twice. All right. And that's it. You fix it however. Here it's gone. See? Bring it back a little bit. And fix it however you like it. Voila! Now stay tuned for the actual makeup tutorial. Alright guys, I'm back at it again with another voiceover. So I'm greasing up my lips, you know, putting a little bit of chapstick so that I won't be looking all, you know, dusty. And then I picked up this primer spray and I sprayed, ooh child, that spray got in my eyes and it was burning. I should have listened to the instructions. It definitely said, you know, don't let it get into your eyes. So I had to walk away real quick. But then I came back. I went ahead and put some Fix Plus that has a little bit of gold glitter in there just to prime my face a little bit more because I'm extra and give myself that little bit of glow I needed. I'm in between foundations, so I mixed two of them. I have the MAC Studio Fix Fluid as well as the All Nighter by Urban Decay. The MAC one is in NC47 and the Urban Decay is in the shade 9.75. I grabbed my little blending brush and I blend. So I was going for like a sheer coverage, not so much of a full coverage, which I kind of ended up regretting, being that I do have the little bumps and blemishes going on in my face. So that did interfere with my contouring, like I said in the beginning of this video, but this is the reality of it and this is how it went. Now, I don't have too much of my neck showing, but you definitely want to drag that down. Here I used two concealers. I used my LA Pro concealer in the color Fawn, as well as my MAC, which is NC42. So this is the highlighting. The point of highlighting is to accent and bring forward the parts of your face that you love, that you want to stand out. And of course, you contour what you don't necessarily love. So like if you have a big forehead and you don't like it, you contour your forehead. If you love your, let's say, Cupid's bow, you highlight that. So I've highlighted my under eye, my Cupid's bow, my chin, and a little bit of my forehead, but not too far up because I don't want it to look bigger than what it is. I use a damp beauty blender to blend out my highlight. I concentrate the blending in the area where there's most product. And then once I've blended that out, I start to drag the product out into like the high points and the low points, for instance, towards my temple and the top of my lip. Also notice how I squeeze my blending brush and I push it into the side of my nose like that, and I pull it up a little bit towards my eyes. This gives me the illusion of a more snatched nose. You can definitely get away with just doing that and not contouring your nose, but I definitely contoured because I'm extra. And I also showed you a little tiny beauty blender that you can use, but I chose to use the bigger one for time saving purposes. And I absolutely love highlighting my nose, the tip of it and the bridge of it. Girl, it just does something to my soul. It does something to my soul, honey. And then, of course, blending the rest, my forehead. And then I'm gonna bring it towards the front part of my eyebrows. Don't get too crazy with this, girl. Unless your forehead's tiny and then you wanna, make it the illusion that you have a bigger forehead, you definitely wanna drag it up. Right here, I'm just using the same brush I used to use my foundation, just to blend out any harsh lines. I don't want you to see where the concealer begins and ends. So I grabbed the cream contour stick by Fenty in the shade Truffle. And I don't know why, to be honest with you. I don't usually mess with the cream contour like that. I usually just use a powder only, but this is how it went. And then I grabbed my beauty blender, which I do not recommend. Again, I was off my routine this day. I was just improvising, doing things all backwards. And the reason why I don't recommend it is because the beauty blender is meant to give you like a sheer blended look, and it can get a little messy with the cream. It does go all over the place. So you definitely want to have something that you have more control with. Like, for example, the foundation brush that I used would have been a better option, which I believe I end up picking it up soon. And child, don't forget to blend your jawline, because there have been times that I have forgotten and it's terrible. You do not want to forget. It looks so bad in pictures, girl. Now, the reason why I contour there is to give me a more chiseled look, make it seem like I have a more defined jawline. And then over here, I'm just doing it around my temples and on the very top of my forehead because I have a big head. If you feel like the product has dried up and it's a little hard for you to blend it, go ahead and spray your brush. This helps. So because I was off my routine, I realized that it was taking me forever to set my under eye, and you do not want to take a long time to do this because you don't want it to start creasing on you. So I went ahead and I put my setting powder under my eye, but then I realized, shoot, I still have to contour my nose. So it was just a hot mess. You don't want to have cream and powder near each other unless you are done setting it and blending it. So this was not ideal, but I made it work. Moral of the story, if you decide to use a cream contour on your nose, definitely blend that out ASAP so that you can go ahead and put your powder under your eye, and then you'll take your time doing the rest of your face. Once you've concentrated the contour on the sides of your nose where you want it, you want to drag the excessive product up towards the beginning of your eyebrow, and I kind of blend it out in a way that it meets the contour on my eyelids as well. Now you'll set the rest of your face with the complementary powder. So for the highlight, I have a powder to match as well as for the contour. In this part, I would typically grab my NARS brush that you see there and add like a powder to set my contour. But because I wasn't satisfied with how blended it was, I just grabbed it with no product and just try to use it to help me blend. As for the foundation powder, I typically like to put it in between the gaps of the contour and the highlights, but in this case I kind of put it a little bit everywhere because I just wanted to make sure that everything was well blended. Now the blush goes in between your highlight and your cheek contour. I used like a nice baby pink by Tarte. I don't know the exact name, but it's real cute. Then I picked up one of my highlights that was broken and I was really upset because it fell everywhere. So I decided to choose another one, which is, I don't know what that one is, honestly, I don't know the name. And then I have Glow by MAC. I used my finger for this one and I blended it out. And then this is my favorite part. This is where I go and I highlight almost every part of my face at every angle because it is absolutely necessary. Just kidding, it's optional, but I love to glow, girl. So I put it in my Cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, in the corners of my eyes. I'm gonna put it on my eyelid, on my forehead, on my chin. And I also sprayed it with that primer spray just to give it an extra pop. This is like legit my favorite part, I swear. Look at that smile. This is the part where you start feeling yourself. You want to put some under your brow bone. And then at this part, I picked up some of the contour powder and, you know, I came back, I revisited the whole powder situation. And this just goes to show, you know, when something is irritating you, sometimes you just have to take a step back, do something else in the meantime, and then resume and slay, honey. And then to finish off, I just went ahead and put a little bit of chapstick again and a little bit of a like tinted lip gloss. And of course, do not forget to set your entire face by spraying it with some type of finishing spray. Wait, I definitely forgot to set my face. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you stay by subscribing, and don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see next from me. You know, I am into a lot of things, so if it falls into my area of interest, I don't mind doing it for you guys. Just let me know in the comment section below. I want to interact with y'all. I want to know what y'all want to see. I want to know what y'all like, what y'all don't like. Let me know. But yeah, I hope you like it. Glowy, dewy. This is just not going as planned. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. Please, don't forget.